from me because I can understand not knowing what's ahead and just wanting to be prepared. So additional courtesy. So tonight we're starting with two of our pillars, the marketing and operation pillars. Our next retro will cover financials and management. We'll also cover some of the big rocks. That includes the right message for the right audience, the target market, our operation cycle, and the capital needs. This is the most difficult part of the entire boot camp curriculum. Having an entrepreneur who's passionate about their business present 8 slides in 6 minutes. So in the virtual format, the entrepreneurs will present. I'll control the slides. Usually we get a cadence going back and forth. If not, just let me know, next slide. When we put the scoring forms in the chat, we only want the mentors and the RMMFI staff to fill out the electronic scoring forms. And we also have to watch the forms because it's been my experience that the order changes throughout the presentation. So we want to make sure that we have the right link for the right entrepreneur. The links will be posted in the chat before each presenter. The feedback is anonymous. All scores and comments will be shared with the entrepreneurs. We like to keep it high level and positive, right? If you give a score of 3 or below, include the feedback. Let us know what can be done better. We just like that positive feedback.
Thanks, Romales. Before we continue, I just want to say that it is really important that all of our mentors and the staff members who are joining us tonight, please participate in filling out the feedback, the scoring forms, so we can provide entrepreneurs a good feedback and they can benefit from the event tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So depending on time, again, towards the end of the presentation, this is one of the best parts as well. Just having an opportunity to network with the entrepreneurs will create some breakout rooms, and everybody could kind of jump around a little bit and just offer feedback and talk and network. And exchange information, exchange contact information, very valuable. Once again, the feedback should be high level, positive, and honest. All of the entrepreneurs here are open to the feedback. That's why we're here, and that's what makes us grow. But we also want to make sure that it's on a level or it's being communicated in a way that's well received. See, this should be big money John's slide. But John, are you there?
Here, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's at stake, John?
What's at stake? Entrepreneurs can earn up to $300 towards their launch loan eligibility.
Okay, all right. So this is a quick presentation order. Please do not freak out. It is a work in progress. So as entrepreneurs are having different needs, we can rearrange the order. And once again, while we're doing that, we want to make sure that the right scoring form is being sent in the chat as well. We have a tendency to kind of switch things up on the fly. So who's ready so far? I feel like I'm here all alone.
I'm ready.
Okay, thank you. All right. I'm going to show the presentation order one more time
Okay.
for everybody.
Oh, Romales, excuse me, before we continue, I see that Brittany has a question.
Brittany, what's your question? Or
No, didn't
is it private?
I was just raising my hand when he asked who was ready.
Oh, okay. Great,
Okay.
ready.
And also, if you notice the presentation order, we definitely wouldn't be able to do it without our mentoring teams. All of the volunteers are who actually make this possible. Definitely. Marcus, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You ready to go first?
Sure. Let's do it.
I love it. I love the confidence. I love it. Okay, let's get started.
All right. Well, my name is Marcus. I'm the owner of Mountain Range Solar. I started Mountain Range Solar about 4 years ago to help homeowners save money and clean the environment. Growing up, I always wanted to help. I always wanted to find a way to give back to the country that gave me so much. When I saw solar energy, I was just sold on it. The fact that I could help clean the environment and help folks save money just said it all. I guess a good way to get a hold of me is to go to my website, and fill out the form and schedule a free consultation, and I'll reach out and just give you some more information on how solar can benefit you. Okay, yes, yeah, there we go. So the marketing, my market environment, the global solar energy market size is valued at 92.80 billion, and it was valued at 92.80 billion in 2019. And it's forecast to be 243 billion in 27, excuse me. Solar as an economic it as of 2020, more than 230,000 Americans work in the solar industry, and that's roughly 10,000 companies in every U.S. state. A new policy development at the state and federal level, industry growth through the end of the decades. It's promised to continue price declines and growth demands for utilities, states, corporations, and distribution cells solar customers over the next 10 years. 348 gigabytes will be installed, more than 3 times the amount in 2020. Next slide. Who is my 4%? The company averages about, average client will be a residential property owner or commercial property owner, age 30 to 65, within the company's target market. Common traits: annual household income exceeding 40,000 to 200,000 annually. Will spend 7,500 to 10,000 on solar panel installation for residential, and 15,000 to 25,000 on residential installation for commercial. My product is the primary source of revenue will come from the installation of heat absorbing and photovoltaic panels for commercial and residential residents throughout the company's target market. Management anticipates that each installation will generate $5,500 to $10,000 for residential buyers, approximately $20,000 per, plus among commercial property owners. The company gross margin will be roughly about 70 cents on each dollar revenued in revenue. Placement, we operate in all 50 states. Right now we're operating in 15 states. Promotions, what has driven the rising popularity of solar development and that should be like the 15 states that I know of, is the Renewable Portfolio Standard. The RPS stands for, sets a goal to have all investor-owned utilities generate 30% of their electricity from renewable energy by 2024. RPS pushes utilities. Utility provides to provide huge rebates and incentives in order to help reach their required goal. Our action plan would be to establish relationships with HVAC generated contracts, establish relationships with municipal agencies that are seeking to capitalize on federal funds that provide for the installation of solar panels, develop relationships with real estate developers that are using solar panels in conjunction with their new construction, excuse me. Go ahead, next slide. My operation Big Rock, I wear all the hats right now. What could use, to get this company off and going, marketing material capital would really help marketing there in the marketing area and in all 15 states that I already operate in. The operating cycle, sign a contract, schedule a site survey, schedule a roof design for permit, schedule permit, install the system, schedule a county inspection, operate the system, start saving money. That simple. Next slide.
Marcus, you just have 1 minute.
I'm sorry?
You just have 1 minute left.
1 minute left. Okay, real quick.
Thank you.
Capital needs, marketing material, operations, and office supplies. 1,000 for marketing, 1,000 for operations, and office supplies 500. Funding sources right now, it's me personally funding the business, families, and RMMFI. Next slide. Again, my name is Marcus. I'm the owner of Mountain Range Solar, located in Aurora, Colorado. You can reach me at mountainrangesolar.com. Thank you.
All right. Let's unmute and give Marcus a hand, everybody.
That was awesome, Marcus. Congratulations, good job.
Way to go,
Nice job,
Marcus.
Marcus.
Thank you, thank you. I was nerd. Okay.
So do we have questions or of just maybe 1 or 2 questions from the panel?
Alice, we got 12 presentations to go through.
Okay, thank you. Next entrepreneur.
Don't mean to be short, but I want to see everyone.
I got you.
Oh, do I call someone? Do I pick someone?
No, you're fine. We got it. We got it. Our next entrepreneur is Claudia. Claudia, are you ready while I'm getting the presentation?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
You got this, Claudia.
All right, it's your show.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Claudia Molina. I am the co-owner / founder of Lala y la Nube. We are a mother-daughter food business located in Aurora. We offer delicious, authentic Mexican food with our specialty item being our popular green pasta. Right now, you can find us on social media on our Facebook or Instagram at Lala y la Nube. Our market environment, there are 650 other food trucks in Colorado. Colorado is one of the simplest states to start a food truck, with its laws being more relaxed than other states. The food truck industry brings in 1.16 billion in revenue. Our target customer are males and females with ages ranging from 18 to 34, middle class and millennials, people who work 9 to 5s, foodies, people that like trying new and different foods, and people that grew up in food truck culture. Our 4 Ps and messaging. One of our products is our popular green pasta. Pricing varies from $10 to $16 depending on serving size. Our placement, we're not 100% sure on just yet, but we do have connections at a couple breweries and we are wanting to explore our options. Our slogan is Mexican food that reminds you of home cooked meals that's made with love. Our marketing action plan is to advertise through social media posts, handing out business cards, quid pro quo, word of mouth, and offering punch cards. Our Operation Big Rocks, the who is my mom and myself. The what we will need is our point of sale system, our equipment, funding, education, marketing, and our order of operation. The where we would be operating is Aurora, and the when we are hoping to be completely launched by this time next year. Our Our operation cycle and what is needed to start our business is number 1, our logo, our business plan, our pitch. Number 2, our licenses, sales tax, POS, equipment, operation setup. Number 3, our funding. Number 4, validating our menu. Number 5, identifying our supplier, cost per serving, and our break even. Number 6, defining potential business partnerships in Aurora.
Aujourd'hui, nous sommes en train de...
Number 7 is setting up our schedule with our partners, identifying the days and times that we will be at each location. Number 8 is reassessing our inventory, our break even, our profit, our cost of goods and labor for reference for our next event. Our capital needs are our food trailer, our license, goods/supplies, our equipment, our commissary kitchen, and our funding sources are savings, loans, my job, trades, and crowdsourcing. That concludes my presentation on my business. Again, my name is Claudia Molina, co-owner of Lala y la Nube. For updates on my business, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Lala y la Nube, or you can contact me directly at 720-840-6401. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, excellent presentation. Let's come off of mute and give her a hand, everybody.
Yeah, great job. You did it.
Nice work, Claudia.
Good job.
That's where
You did amazing, Claudia. Yay.
It looked like your target customer had hunger pains on that one slide. You gotta look hungry.
That's
So
always
we'll move.
retro. It makes me hungry.
So we're moving on to our next entrepreneur, Carolina.
I'm not sure if she's ready. She was driving.
Oh, she was driving, so we can move. We could forward. Okay.
Thanks, Romales.
Yeah, no problem. Give me a minute. So it looks like our next entrepreneur will be Anita Farmer with Hygiene Connection. Anita, how are you doing? You're on.
Okay,
So this is her.
yes, this is me. My name is Anita Farmer. I am the business owner of Hygiene Connection LLC. We are located throughout the Denver metro area. Hygiene Connection sells its personal products through the use of vending. Some of the items sold are miniature first aid kits and all other related hygiene products. Each item is dispensed inside of a gift bag. Locations may vary and are specific to high traffic areas. We accept all forms of payment. And if you have any inquiries, Hygiene Connections can be reached at 720-768-2631 or by email. Next slide. So this is the market environment. It's okay.
And if you're not speaking, please make sure that your device is on mute, just out of respect for the entrepreneurs that are presenting tonight.
So what does my competitive market look like and where do I fit? My competitive market looks like it's established, vending indirect and direct years of operating. Contracted placement, meaning they have landed one or more locations. Vending direct to those who are selling similar products, i.e. hygiene, sanitizing, baby items, etc. Vending direct to those who are in commercial settings, i.e. Walmart, warehouses, recreation centers, and so on. Next slide. The target customer, my target customer is my moms on the go, millennials, and overall people on the go. The 4 Ps in messaging, how will my 4 Ps in brand experience offer the best possible solution for the needs of my 4% customer? What is the right message I need to communicate to that audience? The product is hygiene essentials. The prices are affordable. The placement is common high traffic areas. Promotion is vending a new way to hygiene, helping the consumer and environment stay safe, sanitized, and clean. Next slide. The market action plan, the action and tactics will be used to get the message out and generate leads are my business cards, flyers, word of mouth, local newspaper, social media sites. Next slide. The operation Big Rocks, who basically runs the business is me. I'm the owner and operator for now. What resources are absolutely required to get started or grow? It's my vending machine, the vending machine supplier, product inventory, my business phone, retail license, information on the city and sales tax, the vehicle to transport the inventory. Where does my business activities take place? In common high traffic areas, throughout commercial buildings and other locations. My operations cycle, basically it starts with retail. It starts with the retail license, getting information on the city and state tax, start marketing, purchasing the vending machine inventory, create the business contract and or business plan, land my first location, install Hygiene Connection in its new location, spread the word, get prepared for my first sale, then hiring. On my capital needs, in order to be successful with this, I have to purchase my vending machine, which is at $4,000, get it installed and delivered. That's $200. Cost of product inventory $15, cost of advertising $250. The total is $59.50. For my funding sources, there will be grants, SBA, women-owned business loans, family and friends, community resource grant, and crowdfunding. And in order to reach me again, you can contact me at hygieneconnectionllc.com. My phone number is 720-768-2631 and hygieneconnectionllc@mail.com. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Ooh, great job.
Great job, Anita.
Good job, Anita.
Good job. Good job.
Great job.
Anita kicked butt. Yeah, there's a lot that went on behind the scenes on that presentation. Good job, Anita. And also, she's one of our returning entrepreneurs that kind of struggled a little bit earlier in the year on trying to get into the boot camp and Ideal Lab. And she stayed with us, stayed communicative, and now she's back and she's killing it. Good job, Anita. I'm proud of you. So let's go back through again. Hold on one moment here.
Yeah, I think Carolina is ready. So,
Is she ready? Okay, perfect timing. All right. Carolina, are you there?
Maybe if I unmute myself, sorry. All right, hi everyone. So my name is Carolina Orozco. I am the owner of Miss Lee. Do I control or do you?
I do.
Okay.
Next slide.
Yeah.
Cuando se necesita, dígame, por favor.
Okay. I think it's backwards.
Is this the right slide?
No, that's the last one. So I think you started on the opposite side. So we have to go all the way back. Right there. So yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Carolina Orozco. I am the owner of Miss Lee. Next slide, please. The market environment for my business. What does my competitive market look like and where do I fit? So Colorado lacks authentic Southern Mexican cuisine. There are food trucks, but I can bring the food to you. There's market for Mexican food in Colorado, but it has room for growth. Beef fit tostados inspired by Mexico City. And there's always a taco or burrito bar, but how about a tostada bar or a chilaquiles bar or even a molletes bar, which is some different type of food. My target customer, who is my 4% ideal customer and why? Busy people above the age of 20 that are looking for an easy process or experience planning an event, seeking a menu with variety. People from offices, schools, or other large businesses looking for budget-friendly meals outside of fast food chains, meals that are healthy and made with fresh ingredients. People that want to experience different type of cuisine, example, Southern Mexican. People who are committed to have a great time, plus are interested in providing quality food and service to their guests. Next slide. How will my 4Ps and brand experience offer the best possible solution for the needs of my 4% customers? What is the right message? I need to communicate to that audience. Food. Choose from our variety of menus with traditional staples or customized to your needs. Starting at $25 and up per person, plus budget friendly. Placement, Denver, Aurora, and nearby neighborhoods. We'll listen to your needs and turn them into delicious meals made from scratch, fresh ingredients, love, and passion. Marketing action plan. Visit schools, offices, and large businesses to drop off flyers, cards, social media marketing, like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, monthly website promotion for first-time customers and returning customers. Special items, offers for holidays like Valentine's Day, Halloween, etc. Educational videos on healthy eating, seasonal Colorado products, etc. And word of mouth and customer follow-up after the service and surveys. Operations Big Rocks. I wear all the hats at the moment. I will need to get my catering license, insurance, get my website going, have set menus, and find a commercial kitchen. We're Denver, Aurora, and nearby neighborhoods. Operation cycles will start by marketing, daily marketing, Facebook, Instagram, website, etc. Take orders, make the food, deliver the food, set up events, customer follow-ups, set up and monitor business process, and partner with like-minded entrepreneurs and employ more chefs. And I need around $3,000 to set up all my needs at the moment. I plan on funding from personal funding, applying for grants and loans. And that was me. I am Carolina, the owner of Miss Lee. You can find us on social media as Miss Lee Catering Services on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find us on our website, missleekitchen.com, or you can reach us at 303-725-9413. Thank you.
All right, great presentation. Let's give her a hand, everybody.
Good job.
Great job.
Good job.
Thank you.
I think we're good on time. Just real quick, Carolina, what is one of the things that sets you apart from other Mexican cuisines? Like you mentioned something about being from the southern area. How does that differentiate you?
There's plenty of foods that are not very familiar here in Colorado, like amoyete. Amoyete is like a French, not French, but like a bread tostada. And then it has a layer of refried beans, and then you can choose a vegetarian or a meat topping on top, and it's topped off with pico de gallo, avocado, sour cream, and cheese. And it's usually a breakfast staple in Mexico City. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Definitely appreciate that. And everybody, all of the entrepreneurs who have presented so far, please look into the chat. There's some really interesting comments. And don't mind me while I scroll through the slides. All right. So our next entrepreneur is James. James, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Ramales. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing exceptionally well. It's your floor.
All right, good deal. Thank you. All right. So hi, my name is James. I'm the owner of Rebel Marketplace. Rebel Marketplace is a neighborhood gardeners market, and we have a wide range of community vendors from fresh garden produce, baked goods, and more. Our motto is we are feeding our community one garden at a time. You can find us on, we are at Del Mar Park in Aurora from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every other weekend. So the first and third Saturdays. You can find us on Instagram at Rebel Marketplace, and you can contact me at that number that y'all see right there. Next slide. So what does our market environment look like? So we do have three major ones in the neighborhood that are, I would consider, competition. So Central Park Farmers Market is one of the bigger ones that we see, and that's ran by Hobnob Events. They basically boast roughly about 50 plus vendors, very large, well-funded organization. And one of the things that sets them apart from us, I would say, is that they do have very large farms that do come down from the Western Slope. They have ranchers, and they do have wine and spirits that they are able to provide to the market. Another one is Stanley Marketplace. That is ran by Bonfire Events. They do Friday markets from 3 to 7. And they bring in a Friday crowd, and then they're in an up and coming kind of gentrified neighborhood, and they roughly have about 25 plus vendors. Now, what sets Rebel Marketplace apart is that we are a little bit more of an intimate, community-based, community-focused farmers market. It's an idea center where people can come together and network and share ideas and promote each other. But most importantly, we're here to promote urban agriculture. And again, we're here to feed our community. So our target market are 4%. So again, we're a farmers market. So we have two target markets or customer base. One is vendors and one is customers. So for our vendors, it's startup farmers markets, startup farmers, bakers, and health vendors, roughly within that 3-year time frame of business that have revenues basically under $10,000. We are trying to target more BIPOC urban farmers to supply food for our community. And as far as for the customer base and vendors directly, we want to target those people that live in 80010 and 80011, because that's where I live and that's where we are promoting our market. And of course, we want to be able to have working class families be able to attend these markets on an affordable rate that have kids roughly around 3 to 13 is where our kid activities kind of range from. Next slide. So our 4 Ps of messaging is our product and service. So we do offer vendor space for our aspiring entrepreneurs that provide local, holistic, homemade products and locally grown produce. Our average booth rent is roughly $30. We do charge a $50 application fee. And our average price at the market for our customers that do show up is about $5, so that family of 5 or whatever can still come into the market and still see some value in the products that are there. We are placed in Del Mar Park, but we are trying to expand at Fletcher Plaza at the Martin Luther King Library, but that's further down the road. And our promotion, like we talked about, is feeding our community one garden at a time. Next slide. So our marketing, just most like everybody else, is social media is our primary means of marketing to get our name out there. So we blast out every day, every market week that we are going to be at the market. Plus, this is where we get a lot of our vendors from, is from social media. Obviously, we're going through the neighborhood. We're canvassing with flyers through the neighborhood to let everybody know that, hey, we are here. We do have an email marketing campaign where people can subscribe to our newsletter so they know what upcoming events and activities that are happening at the market. But again, at the market is an idea and a network center. So our strategic relationships and partnerships is a good way to bring in other organizations to obviously bring their clientele and themselves to the market. Next slide. Big rocks, again, just like all my teammates and classmates here, I would say probably about 98% of the work. I do have a market manager that helps out with the operations during our market. So she helps with vendor setup and just the organization piece. And I do have a very small organizing committee that helps with just brainstorming ideas. We are seeking more volunteers as we're starting to do a little bit more community work and push further into these activities. Resources. So the main resources that we do need is parks and permitting. We can't have a market without the permits from Parks and Rec. Our social media site that we discussed, a website to show that we're legit, and that's where our vendor sign-up forms and other dates live. And of course, we need our vendors, because without vendors, we can't have a market. And then where do we do our business? Obviously, it's Del Mar Park, and we are trying to expand into Fletcher Plaza. So our operating cycle is one, getting permitting and licenses from city of Aurora. We then go and advertise the market that we are here again, and we start to recruit vendors. Once we recruit vendors, then we sit down with them. We do interviews and make sure that they're a good fit. We schedule them for the markets, and then we send them invoices. Then next, the vendors obviously pay their invoices to the market. We then go to market preparation and advertising. And then we go into market setup. What do we need for the event? And then, of course, we actually run the event, the 4-hour event at Del Mar Park. And of course, after all that, we look for customer feedback via either social media or if they can go to Yelp and give us our feedback. Capital needs. So parking permits roughly for the season, and our season runs May to October. So our park permitting fees run us $1,800. Marketing budget is around $1,500. Our DJ is our basic expense, but he is the heart and soul of our market, so I will pay that money. And that is $3,000. And our tables and canopies and things like that cost $700 on average. Our funding sources come from, I would say, primarily vendor fees, which they do pay up front for the season. Grants. I'm gonna hit up John for that loan, and of course, personal equity that we put into the business. Next slide. Again, my name is James. I'm the owner of Rebel Marketplace. We are located at Del Mar Park. We operate on the first and third Saturdays of the month. And again, we are here feeding our community one garden at a time. And you can find us at Rebel Marketplace on Instagram. And we are on Facebook. I just don't know what my handle is. Probably at Rebel Marketplace, but that's where you can find me. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you on Saturday.
I love it. I love it.
Awesome job.
Great job, James. Great job.
Good job, James.
Good job,
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job. That was great.
You know, James, one of the things I always tout about RMMFI is the networking opportunities. So real quick, you mentioned you're looking for volunteers.
Yes, sir. Yes, we have some community initiatives, and once I kind of figure that out, yes, I will need some volunteers. So yes, sir.
Okay, just curious. And you're paying $3,000 for your DJ.
Yes, and it's money well spent. Trust me.
Okay, all right.
He's a great DJ. Yes.
We happen to have a DJ at RMMFI. I can't volunteer his services, but just curious. Networking is the best. All right, great presentation.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Our next entrepreneur is Jenny. Jenny, are you ready?
Yes. How are you?
I'm
Hi,
pretty good.
everybody. My company is My Little World Child Care Center, LLC. That's the legal name of the company. And the founder, owner, the only person who's going to work right now in the project, and is located in Aurora. I'm working on the website construction, but I have my email contact in there and my phone number. Next. So how does the market environment looks? Well, actually, this industry generates $749 million in revenue annually and employs more than 22,000 workers in Colorado. And this information was from the year 2019. Information has been changing a little bit after COVID, because COVID really hit really dramatically the childcare industry, but that's how the numbers look like in 2019. So it's a very interesting opportunity. So in Colorado, there are around 5,000 licensed childcare providers, but this is including family childcare providers, home-based, and school-age childcare centers. So it includes more than where I'm going to be. I'm going to be working just at infant childcare center. So my direct competitors would be 37 are licensed in the zip code 1811 and 29 1812. So those are the two zip codes that interest the most, and we are going to see it next. So I'm naming here some competitors that I have, but none of them offer different schedules than 8 to 8 p.m. Only Primrose Schools offers 12 hours daily. So some of them don't accept Sitka plan, and some of them are $80 a day, and some of them have also waiting list. My Little World fits in the market, offering extended business hours, an affordable price, and also is accepting the Sitka plan. So next. My target customer is composed by women, basically with children between 0 to 4 years old. Is actually from 6 weeks to 4 years old. Women who work full-time and also overtime, low income, and these low income are these families that are eligible for Sitka plan, women who work close to these scopes of interest, and women with atypical schedules due to warehouse work requiring childcare on weekends, holidays, night shift, or overnight, where these childcare centers are typically closed. So the 4 Ps. The service is offering a childcare center open initially from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. and overnight may be offered. Price on average is going to be $60 daily for 8 hours, and additional hours or night pricing would be available soon. The placement is a location in Aurora, in any of these zip codes I talked before about. And the promotion would be a reliable, safe, and caring center for children from 3 months or six weeks old. It's gonna depend to 4 years old, and it's gonna be open from 5 to 12 a.m. My marketing action plan tactics, well, the first one would be social media, Facebook business profile, Instagram, LinkedIn, and specialized websites for this kind of childcare centers search, like Winnie, Wonder School, and also Craigslist. The second one would be flyers in the mail, like value packs, or flyers in some locations like warehouses, grocery stores, or beauty salons. The number 3 would be the traditional media or print, like Directorio Mi Gente, La Voz Colorado, La Opinión, La Prensa, Casa Magazine. Those are totally oriented to Hispanic people. Tactic number 4, word of mouth. And number 5 would be networking, and one is the Aurora Chambers, the Aurora Chambers of Commerce. That would be a place to be doing network. So Operation Big Rocks is who is me, what resources, well, the physical location, the marketing materials, flyers, and social media marketing, and all the supplies that I'm gonna need. Kitchen, infant room, or office supplies. Location, once again, Aurora. So how the daily operation looks like pre-op, so opening before opening the center, preparing all the room, open the facility, start the operation, preparation of meals, inventory, check how is the inventory for food, groceries, produce, different items needed. In the kids' rooms would be the schedule for feeding, sleep, and the activities for the babies. Also administrative work and purchasing if it's needed. And doing the end of the day, all the reports of the day, cleaning, sanitizing, and close.
Jenny, sorry to interrupt you. You just have 1 minute left.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Capital needs would be my physical space, rent, that is about 9,000. The physical space remodeling, 8,000. Licensing fees, salaries, and supplies. Everything is going to be $21,300,000. In my funding resources, it's going to be loans, on capital, donations, and investors. And that's all. Thank you. This is pretty much the same operation cycle, but for the start. So it's finished.
Okay, no, appreciate that. For some reason, all right, there you go.
Woo! Good job, Jenny.
Good job, Jenny.
Good job, Jenny.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job, Jenny.
Yay.
Excellent job. And I love the fact that you're incorporating the CCAP program as a payment method for people that need that additional assistance when sometimes other facilities, they're not even aware of what that is. And I like the fact that you also have expanded your hours outside of what traditional providers are doing. So that's really going to separate you from everybody else. Amazing job.
Okay. I have to add that I couldn't say that I have at the end of the presentation the links, all the government links that if some of you want to take a look at, all of them are there.
In the chat, I actually know someone who might benefit from your services, but throw everything in the chat.
Okay.
Right.
Well, thank
We're
you.
going, yeah. We're going to move to the next entrepreneur. Bridget, how are you doing tonight?
I'm quite well. How are y'all?
All right. Good to see you. Whenever you're ready.
I am. My name is Bridget Black. I am the owner and lead esthetician of Black Aesthetics and Artistry. We're located in Denver. You can reach me at my website, which is bridgetblack.com. My business phone number is listed there, and I have a heavy presence on Instagram. And my Instagram name is the same as my business, which is at Bridget Black, or excuse me, at Black Aesthetics and Artistry. I think you have the wrong version of this, actually, Romalis. Hold on. Does it like auto update?
I'm not sure. Once we put it into the slide format, I think it's locked. But if you can remember those last two bullet points, are you able to freestyle it?
Like that's not necessarily, it's not the content. It's just like, I made it prettier because aesthetics matter. However, it's fine. We'll rock it out. It'll be fine.
Sure, I can upload it really quick.
Say that again.
I can put it in here really quick for you.
Okay.
I find the updated one.
Yeah, if you could, because there are some other bullet points. I did have that there.
Yeah, let me find it really quick.
Thank you.
You know, Bridget, I think this was something we were talking about during the class the other day, improvising, right?
Indeed, I can improvise. It's not the content itself. It's that it's the way it looks. And there's a couple of things that I wanted to make mention of, but I can keep going as she updates it if you would prefer.
No, I meant the fact that Laura is able to improvise and bring up your slides for you.
Oh, okay. Noted and appreciative.
Yeah. Yeah. So once again, what has been one of your key takeaways from the boot camp so far?
I've really enjoyed my meetings thus far with my mentor. Paul and I have had a great time to chat. I am not in the initial launch phase of my business. I'm in more of a relaunch and scaling. So the tips and tactics that I am taking right now are things that I will implement next year as I grow my business.
Okay. All right. Laura, are you going to be in control of these slides, of her slides during?
For sure. Is this the right one?
That's correct.
Perfect.
So we can go on to the next one. Perfect. Okay, so when I was doing the research on my market environment, I offer such a specialized menu of services that I couldn't just Google one thing and get the statistics on it. So some of the things I put actually solidify my lane within the industry here in Colorado. So Colorado is ranked as 39 of 51 best places to be an esthetician, which actually sits really low. With that being said, there is a great opportunity to carve a lane as an esthetician and eliminate current competition, if you will, because there's not a lot of places where people want to be an esthetician here in this state. So I have an opportunity to nail it. There are 14 locations within a 5-mile radius of my studio that offer similar facial services, 9 locations that offer brow threading. Both of those locations, both the brow threading and the facial services that I included in those numbers are ranked 4 stars and above. None of the locations within a 5-mile radius of me offer all the services that I offer. Additionally, I'm set apart because only 3.5% of estheticians in the US are Black. So I not only am a Black esthetician, I also am a makeup artist. I also do brow threading. I also offer medical facial services. Next slide. So my target customer, and these are customers, this is based on what I'm already working with and what I'd like to continue working with. Ranges in age from 25 to 50, considers aesthetic services essential and not luxury, value self-care and their appearance. It's not vanity. They value how they present to everyone and themselves. Seeks out industry professional, and once found, respects their expertise. And what I mean by that is like they stay in their lane. Like I have people who don't come to me and tell me how to do my job because they've hired me to do my job and they trust my expertise within this realm. They would rather pay for quality over convenience. So my 4 Ps, what products do I offer? So I offer brows, makeup, skincare, and body waxing, as well as a heavy component on education, makeup artistry education, and skincare education. Average price, according to my Square, I actually pulled this up for the amount of money that people have spent in the last year with me with their credit cards is $74 per transaction. And this would be for like my in-house services. This wouldn't necessarily encompass the wedding makeup that I offer. The placement is split between in-studio services and on-site wedding venues. Promotion is, we are cultivators of beauty for every skin tone at any age with creativity and excellence. Action plans. So my legal name is actually Bridget Black. So when people Google Black aesthetics or just Black esthetician, Black makeup artist, naturally my name comes up. So search engine optimization has been working in my favor for a minute. I have like a 5.0 review on Google. And that's not something I did. People actually just go in there and review. So I take advantage of Google Business. Instagram works very well because you can actually see the quality of my work. Word of mouth has built most of my clientele. And then social media cross promotion. And what I mean by that is I'm an esthetician, but I know people who are hairstylists, and we can tag each other in posts or do like giveaways on Instagram or on social media where people are adding me and adding them, but we're not competing against each other. We're both garnering business for one another based on how we like cutely devise a promotion on Instagram. Big rocks. So right now I'm a solopreneur. As I stated before, one of my takeaways right now in boot camp is figuring out how I don't have to do all of this. So one of the things I have done thus far is hired a virtual assistant, and she is a blessing, let me tell you, because I don't have time to create content and be amazing in my service and film it and do all. I want to make sure that I'm present with my client because that's what keeps that word of mouth going. It sets me apart in terms of my services. So I'm a solopreneur. The what? Licensing, skills, materials, marketing, then employees. We're going to get there. Employees will come very soon. So where I'm located, my studio is located in Denver, and then I travel around for weddings and other makeup things. So here is a day in the life of one Bridget Black. So confirming my appointments via my booking app and answering email inquiries if I have time. Ensuring that all the supplies that I need for my upcoming appointments within the week I have in studio. Prepping my stations according to DORA standards before each appointment and making sure like I'm good to go. I execute that day's appointments, collecting payment after each person. It's really important to rebook your people. It keeps repeat business, which is great. Sanitize, reorganize at the end of the day. And then I do spend quite a bit of time like answering emails, inquiries, and completing bridal contracts. I do a lot of contracts with my brides, especially in this season as we are a premier wedding destination place in Denver. So there's a lot of back end paperwork, which will also go to my virtual assistant at some point. Capital needs. So I did mine monthly based on kind of my big chunks of what I'm spending already. So my studio space is $1,550, which is a large chunk, but I have a big studio. I've got 2 full rooms, over 600 square feet. Materials and overhead is like $600 because you don't have to buy those things monthly. You can usually buy them in bulk and they'll last you like quarterly. My virtual assistant is $360 a month. I'm going to pay that money. I feel like James did with the DJ, like I'm going to pay her what she asked me because I stay sane. And then tax is 20% of all earnings. I didn't include that exact figure within the monthly part, but pay your taxes. And then funding sources, personal investment. I reinvest money that I earn back into my business. Grants. I've got away with words, so grants are a blessing and they help. And then loans. And again, I'm Bridget Black, lead owner or lead esthetician and owner of Black Aesthetics and Artistry. We're located at 5925 East Evans, Suite 212 here in Denver. You can reach me at bridgetblack.com. You can also book all your appointments via my website and view all of my work. Phone numbers listed there. Follow me on Instagram. I'm actually hilarious on Instagram. It's a treat. Thank you for your time.
Oh, wow. That was a
Great
strong
job. That was
presentation.
awesome.
Great
Yeah.
presentation.
Excellent, excellent.
Good job.
Nice work. Nice work.
That was awesome.
Beautiful. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. So our next presenter will be Carolina. Wait, did I get that right? Give me 1 minute. Carmela.
Yes.
You'll be up next. I apologize. I just wanted to get your name right.
Thank
Should
you.
be loading right now.
Okay. Hello, my name is Carmela Stevens. My company is Colorado Assisted Transportation. And what we do, we provide rides for people that are in, I'm sorry, let me just start over. My name is Carmela Stevens and I'm with Colorado Assisted Transportation. You can reach me by phone or by cell phone, by office phone or cell phone. You can reach us on Facebook at CKP Transport. You can also reach us at Instagram at Colorado Assisted Transportation. Next, the market environment is how do I fit into that market environment? And there were multiple ways that I had to do this. So I went back to 2021 and Colorado's population is 5.81 million. 10.6% of that population of Coloradoans are disabled. So that's really approximately, as you see there on the screen, 61,586 million, as well as 16% of the Colorado population are considered elderly. And again, this is approximately 92,960 million. But this is where it comes down to going into more of the target market. 6% of that, of the disabled will need NEMT services. And then looking at the numbers for 4% of the elderly will also need NEMT services. I have 3 companies that are my direct competition. I said RTD Accessoride, Denver NEMT Ambulance Services, and MediOps. And the companies, the reason why I feel they are my direct competitors is because the companies have been in business for 6 or more years. So they have experience. They have the time. And I feel that that's what can hurt me. And unless I go in and watch how they do things and try to emulate that. Colorado Assisted Transportation focuses on providing affordable, clean, comfortable, safe, and reliable transportation. Next, please. Now, this is the target market. So for this target market, just as in conjunction with the last slide, this is where I feel like these are where my my clients will be. The elderly and the disabled community, the medical offices that treat patients, uninsured and insured customers who need transportation to their appointments. Next, please. Okay, so with this target market, the 4%, I had to break it down in the counties that we service in. So those counties that we service in is Adams County, which has the population of, as you can see, 517,855. Of that, that's disabled, as you can see, 64,000 approximately. We service in Arapahoe County. So Arapahoe County, as you can see the numbers there with the population, and then the disabled that's there. Denver County, we have more of a market for due to the population, as you can see there, and then the amount of disabled people in that area. And then we also focus in Douglas County, as well as Jefferson County. Now we had to split this up because we're working with disabled and elderly. The elderly, as you can see in the same counties, how they are broken down and where that target market is. Next, please. Okay. Now, with my 4 Ps, my service is non-emergency transportation. The pricing and the way this pricing goes is the base rate is between $12.50 through up to $45, plus the mileage, which is the round trip. Since prior to the gas hike, we had to go in and increase that amount. We focus on Adams, Arapahoe, Denver, Douglas, and Jefferson counties. Our promotion, I feel, is, would you like affordable, clean, safe, and reliable transportation services? So the action plan, what I feel is the first one, which is the word of mouth and a referral. That is where we would get the most attraction. Because when you do something from somebody and they really appreciate it, they go and they tell their friends, they tell their families. Also, the company's website. A lot of times when you go onto a company's website, you don't see the pricing, but with our website, you are able to see what the price is for the trip. And then what we do is, as well as we make a relationship with the medical staff in the offices. So except for the emergency room, we cannot drive for the emergency room. We also will partner with the NEMT brokers. With that is in connection to the RTD accessoride. So their prices are already set because Medicaid has a certain amount that they pay. We focus on email campaigns as well as we do the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as we use the SEOs to the best of our ability, as well as we go into government aid offices. A lot of times people that are having trouble, they go to the Social Security, they have to leave and come back. And that is one way of giving them the business cards and allowing them to get some type of transportation so they're not struggling. Next, please.
Carmela, sorry to interrupt you. You just have 1 minute left.
Okay. So my big rocks, as you see, the check marks, these are the steps that I've had to start this process and I've completed. The only one that I did not complete, and that's in process, is the vehicle and the company insurance And then the business operations, as you can see, I split them up and we focus on, the company licensing. And so it takes a step through that cycle of how to handle that process. And then we did the administrative side of things. So once everything opens up, this is the administrative side of what we have to do to get the business to continue to run. Next, please. Okay. Go to the next one. Next one. To the capital needs. There we go. Okay. Thank you. So with the capital needs, basically, this is what I have been privately funded. And so I pay everything out of pocket. And as you can see, this is what I had to pay out of pocket. Thank you. And again, my name is Carmela Stevens. I'm the owner of Colorado Assisted Transportation. You can reach us at our website or at Facebook, Instagram, or my office and cell number. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Carmela. Definitely appreciate it. Everybody give her a hand of applause.
That was excellent. Carmela, can I just
Excellent
ask?
job, Carmela.
I just have a quick
Sorry.
question, Carmela. I'm sorry, but
That's okay.
this is fascinating to me, and I really appreciate it. But have you thought about one thing? Is as I'm listening to this, I'm thinking about all those years ago when I shattered my ankle, right? And I tried to do the RTD thing, and there was this huge waiting list. And it was like, well, this is a bummer. So I literally had to cop rides to the bus stop and things like that, push next to it with my right ankle. So I was just kind of wondering, is it just strictly for or can it be for the, short-term disabled as well?
Yes. So we do, we would work with short-term and long-term.
Okay.
And then a lot of times is they don't have the doctor's appointment, but other things that you need to get around with, you can also call us as well. And we'll help.
Okay, great. Thank you. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. I hope we're doing good on time. We're almost at 7 o'clock. And Carmela, do you remember what I told you about the elevator pitch? When people start to ask additional questions, they're grilling you, right?
I'm sorry. Yes.
No, you don't apologize.
Oh,
You just had a question asked from one of the participants. That's the grilling. They need more information.
Got you.
That's a potential customer or client.
Understand that. Thank you.
Yeah. That's all. All right. So we'll have an opportunity to do the breakout feedback forum. Oh my God. Thank God we had time. You guys did an excellent job, for real. I love the way that everybody hammered through those 6 minutes, 6-minute presentations. That's phenomenal. And this might be a first. So I'm going to stop talking so we can still use the remaining time. We're going to create some breakout rooms. This is going to have give everybody an opportunity to network with different entrepreneurs and share feedback, and also perhaps exchange information.
Romales, thank you for, I just have a question. I think we are missing Brittany.
I was about to say something. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. No, that's totally okay.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I think we had a couple people still, right? Amma?
My apologies.
Hey, Romales.
Yes.
So we've all been in here for quite a while. I just want to chime in and make sure everybody is hydrated, like drinking water. And that's all my chime.
Thank you, Brandy. I'm drinking LaCroix. Does that count?
I love that. And that's also a great way to give free feedback leading back to your business as well. when we're talking about doing things on social media, that free content that drives traffic to your website or captures some of their contact information. So Brittany, are you ready?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Brittany Bell. I am the founder and owner of Brit's Corner. And as you see, these are some of the ways you can reach me. I did forget to put my TikTok tag on there, but most of all, I can be reached by text message on the number you see on the screen. Next slide, please. So my marketing environment, from the research that I've done, I wasn't able to get a full breakdown on a city level, but there are 653,000 small businesses in the state of Colorado, which I notated that because it shows the wide opportunity that I have for my business. There are over 6,139 different digital marketing agencies in the United States. At the time, I haven't been able to find any numbers to show like Colorado or Aurora in general. It kept taking me to the United States. And the other thing I found interesting researching my market is Accenture Interactive and WWP are the two largest digital marketing agencies, one in the United States, and WWP is the biggest worldwide. And what I feel I do differently compared to them is I focus more on helping micro businesses instead of the bigger companies. And I help them with their social media and email marketing, which in the end will save them time and money and headache of doing the marketing themselves. My ideal 4% customer is going to be micro businesses with 1 to 5 employees that are needing digital marketing to get the word out about their businesses. The type of industries I'm mainly focusing on to start are going to be the service industry, the food industry, and the retail industry. And that is because those industries have the most small businesses within them, from service like starting up your own food restaurant or any type of services that you may provide, like coaching, mentoring, or anything to that sort, to the food industry, which is a really big one worldwide. And as you heard from presentations before me, there is a lot of my entrepreneur classmates that are opening up food trucks and stuff. So it is another big opportunity. And then retail is the biggest industry, just because they deal with like clothing and other different types of products that they want to have a brick and mortar for, and have products that customers can go in and buy, but they need the advertising to get out to their customers to inform them to come visit their location. My main focus is in businesses in the Aurora area, but I am willing to go just about anywhere in the Denver metro area or handle things online. The product or service that I'm providing is social media and email marketing. The price range, I set up 3 different packages. The silver package range anywhere from $5,500 to $1,000, and that covers social media platform setup and management, 15 eye-catching content that I create and go through with the customer to make sure it's 100% what they are looking for, to as far as the design, the wording, everything. Make sure it's completely perfect to what they want before I post it on any social media or send it out in any email blast. And it's the same for the gold and platinum packages, just the amount of content that I create under the other 2 is what the difference is between the packages. So gold, it would be 25, and platinum, you're looking at about 60 pieces of content, because it will be 2 every day for the 30 months, for the 30 days. My placement is the Aurora area again and online. And for me, I'm looking to save small micro businesses or startup companies time, money, while they are able to have eye-catching digital marketing sent out to their customers or clients. For me, my first marketing tactic is to post my advertisement across all social media platforms. Word of mouth testimonials from my current and past clients, and a referral base. Also doing some email campaigns and advertising in local newspaper and magazines, because some of the small businesses do kind of still utilize some of those older methods of looking for people. My big rock, it's just me at the moment. What I utilize the most is my computer, phone, my membership on Canva, and access to social media and the internet. And where I produce stuff is online or in the Aurora, Colorado area. For me, my operation cycle consists of doing a consult to get an idea of what the customer is looking for, and then develop a quote for what it's going to cost to have everything that they want done. Because depending on what it is, I do have some additional add-on features if they're looking for other things, such as like logos, business cards, or anything of those type of sorts. On a case-by-case basis, I can set up for them, which is the reason why I would send out a quote. Do some mock drafts of the content, and then set up weekly meetings with the client or customer to go over the content that I created and seeing what they need edited, what they would like edited, or anything like that, or any changes they want done. Then I will make those changes, and then we'll set up another meeting, whether it's over the phone or actual virtual or in-person meeting. And we will go over those changes that they suggested to make sure everything's still good. If they have any final additional changes or edits that they want done, do those, and then confirm that everything's good to go, and then post or send out the email campaigns. As of right now, my capital needs is set up for a computer if I need to purchase a backup computer, my membership with Canva, and gas if I would have to travel. Funding sources would be personal investment that I do back into my own business, networking opportunities that I've come across and able to do content for other businesses. And they provide me with services of what they do to kind of get the word going for both businesses. And then the loan and grants that I get from RMMFI. Again, I'm Brittany Bell, founder and owner of Brit's Corner. And these are the ways of contacting me to get started with your social media and email marketing.
All right, thank you very much, Brittany. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Good job, Brittany.
Okay, who's our next entrepreneur?
That's Rosine, the last one.
That would be who?
Rosine.
Rosine.
And then
So I do believe this is where we, out of privacy concern and proprietary information, I believe we're going to stop the live stream so that Rosine can do her presentation. Is that possible? And if so, I would like to have a confirmation so that she knows that her needs have been looked over. And if possible, please mute your device if you're not presenting or providing content or feedback. Have we had a chance to stop the live stream yet?